From the cursed H3 Interstate in Hawaii, to the abandoned Amazon Stadium in the city of Manaus, to Xiang ghost town in China, countries around the world have pumped millions and even billions of dollars into huge construction projects in a bid to make life more comfortable. But some mega projects should have been thrown away because they are as good as useless. So, let's check out the most useless mega projects in the world in no particular order. The cursed H3 Interstate. Let's begin in Hawaii. Hawaii is a gorgeous place with beaches and traditional items like grass skirts and coconut bras. Even though Hawaii isn't connected to any other state, they built a really expensive highway called the H3. The name just means it was funded by the federal government. Instead of stretching 2,500 miles to California, it's only 15 miles long, going from northwest Honolulu to Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. Despite how short it is, it cost an insane $1.3 billion to build. That's around $80 million per mile. In 1960, when they first approved the road, people weren't happy because it meant clearing lots of trees and disturbing sacred sites important to native Hawaiians. But even with protests, construction began in 1989, and it took 8 years, finally opening in 1997. Despite taking so long and going way over budget, many Hawaiians aren't happy and the road is mostly deserted. The construction destroyed sacred sites and people avoided the road, fearing curses from disturbed spirits. So, if you plan to drive through the Hawaiian countryside, check your back seat for surprises. Xiang Ghost Town. The Xiang International Project is a massive 1,800-acre development in Shijiazhuang, China, that now sits completely deserted. Over several years, developers invested a staggering $3 billion in creating a luxurious residential community. However, in 2014, the construction company's CEO was arrested for bribing state officials, leading to a crisis and billions of dollars in debt. Facing bankruptcy, the company lost control of Xiang as the government seized it, leaving thousands of property buyers in financial distress. Currently, the once promising city stands eerily vacant, resembling a ghost town. While a company has shown interest in taking over the failed project, significant financial resources are required to revive this abandoned place. It's a regrettable situation. Had it succeeded, Xiang could have been an amazing place to live. Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge. The HZMB bridge system was designed to slash travel time between Hong Kong, Zhuhai, and Macau from 4 hours to just 30 minutes. Stretching over 34 miles, it's the world's longest sea crossing, long enough to span the width of Los Angeles with a bridge to spare. However, despite the crazy $18.8 billion spent on it, few people drive on it. The catch? You need a crossing permit, and they're nearly impossible to get. Only high-tech investors, top academics, politicians, or philanthropists are even considered, and your vehicle must be registered in all 3 cities. Even then, only 400 permits are available daily. It seems like they're going all out to prevent people from crossing. Some speculate it's due to Hong Kong's overcrowding, attempting to limit traffic. But spending 9 years and nearly $19 billion just to restrict use raises questions about the bridge's purpose. The abandoned Amazon Stadium. With 3.5 billion fans globally, soccer is the most loved sport worldwide. In 2014, Brazil, hosting the prestigious World Cup, built new stadiums to impress global spectators. However, one stadium puzzled fans when the hot rainforest temperatures during construction turned the pitch grass brown. To solve this, organizers painted it green, a surprising move for a $300 million stadium. Post-World Cup, the stadium is mostly deserted. The most successful team in Manaus, Nacional, now plays in the 5th tier of Brazilian soccer. While they've claimed the stadium, attendance rarely exceeds 3,000, a tiny fraction of the 44,300 total capacity. It's practically empty except for occasional Christian concerts. Despite its grandeur, this stadium is struggling with minimal fan interest. developed the giant moving Gundam statue. The competition in robotics has intensified lately, showcasing impressive, strange, and sometimes absurd creations. A prime example is the giant Gundam suit in Yokohama, Japan, modeled after the RX-78-2 mech from the Gundam anime series. Standing at a whopping 59 feet, it was built to scale and quite over the top. For avid fans of the Gundam universe, the Gundam suit in Yokohama, Japan, stands as a remarkable spectacle. However, for those unfamiliar with Gundam, the significance might be lost. Despite the undisclosed official price, a comparable statue in Tokyo was valued at around $100,000. What sets the Yokohama Gundam apart is its dynamic movement, the ability to shift its entire body. In contrast, the Tokyo version merely moves its head. This enhanced mobility undoubtedly contributes to an even higher price tag, making it a substantial investment for enthusiasts immersed in the sci-fi world of Gundam. The attention to detail and advanced technology in the Yokohama Gundam cater to the dedicated fan base, emphasizing that the hefty price is not just for a static sculpture, but for a dynamic and fully articulated piece of art. The failed Monju fast breeder reactor. Since receiving approval in 1983, Japan's Monju nuclear power station in Fukui Prefecture only managed to produce a mere 1 hour of power in several decades. Intended as a prototype fast breeder reactor to efficiently recycle used nuclear fuel, it faced major issues. The discovery of faults in 14,000 components, including those crucial for safety, was just the beginning. In 1995, a fire erupted, and staff tried to conceal it by editing security footage. Then, in 2010, a 3.3-ton refueling machine fell into the reactor vessel, causing significant damage. Despite these setbacks, the plant continued operating. However, the Fukushima nuclear disaster in 2011 shifted public opinion against nuclear power, especially Monju, which had already consumed nearly $12 billion in government spending with little success. Finally, in 2016, Monju was permanently closed and approved for demolition. However, the deconstruction is expected to last until 2047 and cost an additional $3.4 billion. In total, it's been a shameful $15 billion, 60-year demonstration of how not to build something. Interestingly, the name Monju is derived from the Buddhist deity of wisdom, adding a touch of irony to this costly venture. Malaysia's forest city. Implementing environmental changes has proven challenging for some countries, like Malaysia. In 2006, they unveiled Forest City, a vision for an exemplary future city with 4 artificial islands off Johor's coastal wetlands. The concept promised lush towers, car-free roads, and smart apartments. However, since the grand opening in 2016, it hasn't lived up to expectations. By 2019, only 15,000 units were sold, far from the 700,000 target, and merely 500 people lived there. The Chinese developers aimed at wealthy Chinese citizens seeking to secure their wealth, but this plan crumbled due to China's yearly spending cap of $50,000 on foreign purchases, coupled with the impact of COVID-19 and Malaysia's political crisis. Now, Forest City struggles as a nearly deserted place with unaffordable prices for locals. Despite being promoted as an ecological marvel, the construction inflicted irreversible damage on protected Malaysian wetlands. While you can't put a price on the environment, the project's cost has reached a staggering $100 billion, emphasizing the heavy toll on both nature and financial resources. The Costa Concordia disaster. The Costa Concordia is a massive cruise ship weighing 114,000 tons and stretching 950 feet, designed to carry over 4,000 people. Launched in 2006 at a staggering cost of $570 million, its service life was cut short after just 6 years. During the final leg of a 2012 Mediterranean cruise, the ship hit a rock near Tuscany, Italy, causing it to partially capsize. Captain Francesco Schettino had veered off course to perform a sail-by salute, a maneuver where a ship gets close to shore for a greeting. Overconfident, he turned off the ship's navigation system, relying solely on visual navigation. Less than 1,000 feet from the shore, he noticed dangerous waves. But it was too late. The ship crashed into an uncharted rock, resulting in 34 tragic deaths despite rescue efforts. It took over 2 years to refloat the ship and tow it almost 200 miles to Genoa, where it was dismantled. The entire cleanup, scrapping, and compensation for victims amounted to approximately $2 billion. This hefty cost could have covered the expense of nearly 4 new boats. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. We've just talked about the most useless megaprojects in the world with both triumphs and challenges. From the ambitious but struggling forest city in Malaysia to the ill-fated Costa Concordia cruise ship, these tales offer insights into the complexities of megaprojects in the world. Whether it's a futuristic city vision that faced financial setbacks and environmental damage, or a luxurious cruise ship that met a tragic end due to human errors, each narrative carries lessons. These instances emphasize the importance of careful planning, environmental consciousness, and responsible decision-making in our pursuit of grand projects. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.